Hey, please ignore how chaotic the room is looking. Maybe I can try to make it look a little less. I'll just make my head bigger. It still looks chaotic. And I forgot to turn on, not only did I forget to turn on my light again, but I decided to light the candle, but you can't even see the candle because I'm blocking it. Um, Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm trying to adjust that we can see the candle that I bothered to light. Anyways, enough of that literally useless information. It's literally the end of November, and I think that's crazy because how's that possible? Only 1 month left of 2025? I feel like that's bonkers, literally crazy, and I don't know, I feel like this year has gone so quickly, and I know everyone says every year goes faster, but it literally does feel true, and I was thinking about how many of my goals I have sort of gotten done or not gotten done, and, overall, I think it's possible that we're actually gonna, like the royal we are gonna do well, but some of my goals just, like, really didn't happen, and at this point, they're not gonna happen. Like, like, the year goal is not happening, and that's okay. I was talking to my therapist about it, and it's like, these goals, they're just for me. If they happen, great. If they don't happen, give myself grace for what other things happened this year that I wasn't necessarily expecting or other things I decided to do with my time, etc. It's fine, but I know, just, like, mind-blowing that the year is almost over, and what have I done? Sorry, trying to adjust an external drive. I have so many hard drives, it's so bad. Like, in my vision right now, I see 3 of them, and I know there's 2 over I can see oh, no, through this, I can see another one, I can see a 4th one, and I also know there's one on the floor. It's not on the floor loosely, it's, like, near my lap desk on the floor. So it's not like I'm not about to step on it, basically. Anyways, sorry, I'm a little frazzled just because I saw Wicked for good and I did like it. I didn't maybe like adore it, but I did really like it. I was crying watching it. So I'm just like, oh my God, the movies. But I have to lock in because for the first time in a bit, I think I'm actually doing the monthly live stream at the end of the month, like before the next month. So this is a big deal for me. Okay. We're not taking that away. On to the other things that were a big deal or attempted to be a big deal, which is, of course, my goals and my progress. So, again, my first goal, New York City filmmaker, check, that's done now. So that's great. That'll be done also next month because it's already done. For my Bible in a year, 50%, which is again half of Bible in a year, so 180 days of the Bible. I'm 84% of the way, 29 days left. So it's tight. It's tight. I'm not gonna lie, it's tight. But I think it's possible. I just need to do a few more days of like double readings because I will be away for the holidays and I don't want to have to be like panicking about it when I'm away. So I just have to do a couple more days of like doubling up and then I should be good. We should be able to have that second goal done as well. That I'm really, really motivated to do because I feel like I'm so close. Like I'm so close I can taste it, you know? When it comes to drinking water, again, we're not hitting the 64 ounces a day, but I did amend that goal at the end of last month to try to do 32 ounces, I think. Well, either way, that's what I wrote. And I do think we're doing better there. I literally have water with me right now, and I think I am like drinking 32 ounces. Next year, I have to come up with a different like fitness goal because this year was about like my water intake. And although I do think I did drink more water, I feel like my health is the same, to be honest. Like, I feel like my energy is the same. I feel like my skin looks the same. My migraines maybe have been slightly less, but I also did change my medication. So maybe the water is helping there. And like, I know drinking water is good for you, but I feel like I just never got like the bigger like reward I was hoping for. And maybe that'll change next month, but I'm kind of doubting it. For my extrovert goal of going to multiple person events, that was a breeze. Not as much as October, that was crazy October, but I did not only, of course, have Thanksgiving, and then I just went to a Friendsgiving. I did, like, a film workshop retreat, and, I went on a retreat, so that was all good. I do feel like I did a lot of socializing. settings, and I just really love community to be a villager. I know that's and I maybe, maybe you're hearing this also in your corner of the internet, but, like, everyone wants a village, but they don't wanna be a villager, so it's like, I want a village and I want to be a villager and, like, be actively trying to show up for people. For example, one of my choir members was conducting a show, like a musical show at a local university, so, like, I went to support, that kind of thing. Um, I think it can be kind of hard, especially when, you have a job and you're trying to like enjoy your own life as well. And sometimes like, oh my God, I really can't believe I made plans. Like I'm tired and grumpy, but just trying to push through and get out there, go team it. Sometimes I'm really annoyed that I made like that past me made plans, but like for example, last night I was tired because I will get to it, but like I went to two museums yesterday in New York City and I was so tired. I was like, I can't believe I'm going out to see a movie later. But then it was so much fun with my friend. It was a great time. But like beforehand, I really had to be like, you want to do this, even though I was like, oh, I want to go to bed. So that kind of like rhetoric. Um, my other private goal, literally, I have no idea. I can't even update about it. My sixth goal, which is about the 10 new books a year, I'm now up to 38 new books. So that's crazy. I'm really happy with that goal. That's been done for a while now. I'm not sure if I want to do another book goal or not next year with a number. Maybe I'll do like a page amount because I feel like the number, like I'm feeling really confident now. Like maybe I could go crazy and be like 50 books, but and it's like, oh God, what if I like I can't do it again? So I have to start thinking about what I want my goals to be next year. But I'm so happy that I'm doing so much reading. Some of the books weren't great. Like I read a poetry book this month for a genre challenge and it did not hit. But then my friend recommended me a different poetry book, which so far is like I'm relating to it a lot more. So, it's just different strokes for different folks. My budget's going well for the next goal, although I did have to get new car tires. I haven't had to get car tires before. This is my first car. It was expensive. Like sad, honestly. Sad girl hours. Why are tires so expensive? And then why do I have to pay to dispose of my tires and pay to, oh no, the deadly yawn. Yeah, it's like just it's exhausting to think about car maintenance and car expenses. And I wish I had teleportation powers, but I also need to be able to teleport all the stuff I bring with me in the car. So like it's a complicated thing, but just sad. For my volunteer hours, that was good, mostly because of choir, because it's like 2 hours a week rehearsal and then the hour and a half of mass, so I'm pretty good. My violin playing, I don't think I picked it up once this month, and I probably won't pick it up much in December. I'm hoping for twice. That's like my goal for December. I really need to make a better musical plan. I think though, because I did start choir again in the fall, like earlier in the fall, because I feel like I am getting some more of my music fix that way. But I really do miss playing the violin and like I see other people sometimes playing string instruments online or like when I would see the show, you hear the orchestra. It's like, oh my God, like I want to do that. It's just like, how do I go from I want to do that to like get my body up to pick up a violin and play? If someone figures this trick out, let me know. And as far as exploring a new place around me, I'm going to count the St. Paul Inside the Walls, which is where I got this from, by the way. St. Paul Inside the Walls, this water thing. But water thing, this water weck jar thing. Actually, maybe I won't drink it. I feel like I suddenly just looked at it and it looks like there's a dirt speck. I'm gonna deal with that later. I'm not looking at that now. I'm gonna stop drinking from that water bottle. Maybe I need to wash it. I've only ever had water in it, and it's only been around in my life for like not even a month. But I guess it still needs to go in the wash. Big sad. Anyways, this is why I don't go live more than once a month because my brain goes off kilter. To the actual monthly recap. I feel like it was like a busier month than usual, but then maybe not. I think felt like a busier month, but then I feel like I took less pictures, but or maybe I just deleted more pictures. I also took more pictures on my actual camera, so maybe that's why it's lacking. The biggest thing, literally the biggest thing that I did this month, not really, a joke, is I got this coat from eBay with the tags on it. I wanted an adult coat for a while, and now I have one. And you might be thinking about what's an adult coat. that's exactly what that looks like, an adult coat, because otherwise, there are coats that like a normal coat, I guess, but then there's, like, the longer, like, more, I don't know, somehow, like, elegant coat, and ignore how dumb I look, but, like, this is the vibe we're going for, okay? A long adult sleigh diva coat with, a dog looking confused to boot in the photo. Must have requirement. But yeah, I voted this month. Honestly, election day seemed so long ago. I was so happy after election day when it felt like the world could heal. There was a chance to redeem parts and hopefully the whole USA. Definitely feeling slightly less enthusiastic now that like the high is over, but still definitely committed to trying to fight to make the country a better place, the world a better place, not give up, not complying in advance. You should not comply in advance as well. Let's see. And then it was the retreat. The only picture I got during the retreat was before we had this little chapel thing, and the light was coming in through the back window, and I just thought it was really, really pretty. I've never done like a choir retreat before, especially one that's like a religious choir retreat. I've done religious retreats before when I was in youth group. So it was really cool. We did talks about like music and how we can use music to like worship God and everything. So that was really interesting because um I've never really had a talk like that before. I mean, I always have thought personally that that's a gift like I have singing and I can, bring that to the community. But I didn't really think about how like the mass originally would be like chanted music kind of thing. Even though I know some priests do the kind of will do the Our Father, the chant and everything, but it never occurred to me to kind of step back from that and think about how originally like everyone would have done that and there was this kind of musicality undertone to the whole thing. So it's just really, really interesting. Hadn't heard that before ever. And I was like, I'm learning new things every day. Maybe the funniest thing I did in like an ironic sense is I went to see another director and cast Q&A of Sentimental Value. So first I saw this at the New York Film Festival and loved it. It was my favorite film of the festival. You should watch my like hour-long video all about the New York Film Festival if you haven't. And then I just saw this then at the AMC Lincoln Center. So again in New York City and like sort of the Lincoln Center area. But it was so good. It was so worth it. It was beautiful. Actually, now I'm wondering if no, that was the Lincoln Center. Yeah, AMC. It was such a good movie, and you just people ask different questions. There's different things coming up, and it was nice to see the movie a second time in a theater. I do feel like there aren't that many movies I've seen multiple times in theaters. There's plenty of movies I've seen multiple times, for sure, but not so many times, multiple times in the theater. So that was really interesting for that experience, and especially because I'd seen it, but my friend hadn't. So it's kind of fun. Also, I could like sneak a look, see what she was thinking, and like a kind of a key scene, which is just the fun part of taking someone to see a movie. But of course, I was also a little stressed because I loved this movie, so I'd really hyped it up. So it's like, oh my god, what if she hates the movie? What if my taste is bad? Even though obviously my taste can't be too bad because it like did well at Cannes and was picked, like chosen for the New York Film Festival. So validated that way. I also found this giant leaf, which I'm obsessed with, and I didn't think about keeping this leaf. Like it's literally the size of my head. But then my dad asked if I kept it to like put in my scrapbook. First of all, it would have taken up like an entire page of the scrapbook, and I didn't. And then it rained, and then the leaf was destroyed and all wet. But sometimes I'm like, man, I should have taken that leaf. But at least I have this photo, and I actually printed the photo out and put it in my scrapbook. So a part of the leaf can live on forever because it's literally the biggest leaf I've ever seen, like in my area, especially like in the yard specifically. I had no idea our trees could have leaves that big. Like I thought that was only something you see in the woods, in the depths of the forest. So very exciting stuff, honestly. I love leaves. I love fall. The sad part about fall is, of course, then when like all the leaves are down and then they're all kind of brown. Once, of course, then there's like frost or ice, sparkle snow kind of thing. Then the kind of bare limbs of trees look really pretty. But there's that in between when there's no leaves and no frost, and it's just kind of like bleh. But sunrises look beautiful. I mean, sunsets look beautiful. Sunrises probably do look beautiful also, but I'm not awake to see the sunrise. Just being honest, not awake. Um, Randomly, I went to go to Washington, something like Rock Overlook when I was driving to work, one of my like work locations for a shoot. I was kind of there early, so I just pulled over and like looked out at the, New Jersey. It's like, wow, New Jersey. If it was sunnier, it would have been so much prettier, but obviously, well, not obviously, but like I don't control the weather on the days that I'm shooting at a random location, obviously. I don't control the weather any days, actually, whether I'm shooting or not. So I had to deal, with what I got. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, this is not really relevant to like what I did, but my senior thesis film, A Train Ride Away, that I shared on YouTube about a year ago, after it was like all done with the festival circuit and I remembered to post it publicly, it hit 10,000 views, which on YouTube, which is so crazy to me. And if you're watching this and you've watched it, seriously, thank you so much. And if you're watching this and you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's on my YouTube channel. I I don't know, it's like surreal to me to imagine that, and I know that YouTube views, like people didn't all view the whole video, right? Like I'm not cuckoo kazoo, I know that, but still, it's just incredible. Like I made that project and I'm, very proud of it. I'm now that it's a few years out, like I think with maybe everybody, it's like, ooh, maybe I should have done this differently, whatever. But like I am still so proud of that piece and everything it kind of meant to me, not only personally, but like education wise. Like that's like my thesis film. And I didn't think, after it went to a couple little festivals, which I was again very happy about, I kind of figured that was like, put on YouTube, maybe someone will watch it. But never in like 1,000 years would I have guessed that like 10,000 people would click on that video and watch that video. And, people left some really beautiful comments and I don't know, just like really, really nice to see because like none of my other film projects had been received like that well. Not that they were received badly like on YouTube, but like this one just did really well for some reason, or really well like for me, really well for me. And why is that hair there? So just really nice, a really nice little milestone moment for me, I guess. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to burgers. I did also go to this little Perch Home boutique bakery cafe, which could count as a new place. Maybe not exactly, but it was really cool. Like this random artistic window. I'm just not used to like little shops having like dramatic window displays like that. So if you're in the Oranges area, you should check it out. Also, I finished this puzzle. Devastatingly, one piece is missing, but I just covered it up for this photo, so you can't tell which one is missing. And it's my own fault because I spent a really long time working on that puzzle, like I think 2 months, like maybe even 3 months. Like I was just doing it casually as I wanted to. Because I was that I think I started it and then I ended up getting a job like kind of faster than I was expecting. Gratefully, thankfully so, but I just kind of let the puzzle go by the wayside, and then I'm missing one piece. It's not even like I'm missing multiple pieces, which would be also annoying, but somehow less annoying. It's like the one piece missing is the aggravating thing. And I did look for it a little bit. If it doesn't turn up by the end of the year, like I took the puzzle apart. If I don't find the piece and then like I just have to throw the puzzle away, which sucks because it's beautiful. My friend got it for me, and I love Hobbiton, I love Lord of the Rings, but it's missing a piece. Like, what else can I say? Also, this is random, but this deer was just like in the side yard eating. It did not care about me at all, that deer. It was nighttime, obviously, from the color of the shot. But I was like, why are you just chilling? Like, aren't you afraid of me? Like, I'm literally standing like 10 feet away. The deer have no fear, zero fear at all. Um, they're just like, I'm eating, don't disturb me. And I wish I could have that kind of confidence to be somewhere I'm not supposed to be. Then there was a Giants game, and it looked really cute. Even though I looked really cute, it didn't help. The Giants did not win, but it has not been our season. Okay, next season will be better. Next season will be better. We'll have a new coach, new, offensive coordinator, better system, new defensive coordinator. Like everything will be better. It'll all be better next year. Please, please, I pray. And the tailgate was good, the tailgate was good, and we also got to see a service animal, like a service dog get kind of given to a, like, veteran, which was really cute because who doesn't like service dogs? And, like, happy golden labs, sign me up. And let's see, what else did I do this month? Friendsgiving. My friend did a insane job with this table. I can only aspire one day to do a Friendsgiving table like that. First of all, there were 22 people there, which is insane in of itself, but that table layout, I mean, gorgeous. I also loved the fireplace, which was a, like, portable monitor that then with, like, a cardboard cutout with, like, a fireplace kind of wood painted around, which was so creative and so fun, with just, like, that, iconic portable monitor playing a fireplace. I, too, have put on, like, a fake fire on, like, the TV or computer to add to the atmosphere, but I've never thought to do, like, a background around it to, like, disguise the screen part in a way, so just, like, really fun, quirky little moment. Also, shout out for this adorable photo of the dog because come on, he's so cute. I wish I had, like, a nose warmer when I went to sleep. I mean, I just kind of huddle down, but, like, imagine just you're like, "Done. He's a diva, what can I say?" Oh yeah, so this is a show I went to see, Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet. I'd never seen the show before on Broadway, and I really hadn't heard the music. I honestly don't listen to too much Broadway music for a show I haven't seen. Once I've seen the show, if I like the music, I will listen to it. I am not I'm not opposed to listening to Broadway tunes, okay? I will sing along if I can or happy. But I really don't listen to music if I haven't seen the show. So all I really knew was that whether it was on Broadway, I'm pretty sure Josh Groban was in it. I like Josh Groban, so I definitely feel like I hone in on if he makes appearances somewhere. But otherwise, like, I didn't really know anything about it. It was funny because a few people when we are, like, kind of talking in the lobby beforehand, some people were like, "Oh, it's really complicated, like, you won't be able to follow the plot, like, do your best to follow along." I could follow it fine, like, it was fine. I did also read War and Peace a long time ago, and it did make me want to, like, reread the book, but I also could follow the plot totally fine and figure out and could follow the characters, so maybe I'm just mega cool, or maybe some people are just, like, a little confused, but I don't know. It was fine. I had no problem with it, I really enjoyed it. Then another photo of Cal because he's just adorable. I actually have more photos of him, but I'm not gonna show you all of them. Then it was Thanksgiving, and this is our picture of the dessert table. I tried to get a picture. I should have gotten a picture of the table when it was all set before, but I did not. That was my bad. It was a really lovely Thanksgiving. I am so grateful. This is the first Thanksgiving in several years that I've been back with my parents and the majority of my extended family from this side of the family. And although I had wonderful Thanksgivings in California, I definitely, if my friends are watching this, we had great Thanksgivings and Friendsgivings. We did, but as someone who was like I was homesick, and one of the things I was really wanting to do, one of the reasons I did want to move back was because I missed like these family holidays. It was just really beautiful to celebrate like such a big family holiday because obviously the origins of Thanksgiving may not be great, but I think most people today take the time to just celebrate being with loved ones, whether that's friends or family, and being grateful for your little communities. And I definitely felt that way. And my mom hosted, and she's excellent cook. Okay, so talented. I really need to like proactively try to learn, like, glean more of her cooking abilities because I've been really slacking on trying to like get that cooking up to snuff. And she's so good. She's so talented in the kitchen, makes such good food. And a bunch of my relatives also did contribute like mashed potatoes, pie, noodle pudding, like other stuff. So everyone made great food. Do not fear if you're watching these, my other relatives. But my mom did the turkey, and the turkey was great. I love dark meat, and I got a drumstick. All perfect, all well and good. Black Friday, I didn't buy that much. I didn't really need anything. I feel like the real sign that I'm, like, in my mid-20s in my mid-20s is because I mean, I still like stuff, and you can see in my room, I have a lot of stuff, but a lot of it's stuff I've had for a long time, and I just don't really feel like I don't feel the need to buy something just to, like, buy something and say I got something. Like, if it's something that means something to me, like, I might want it. But, like, I don't just feel this desire to just have lots and lots of things to feel good about myself, if that makes sense. I am like a sentimental emotional hoarder, so I do have a problem getting rid of something once I do have it, because I'm like, "Oh, but it reminds me of this important time." Like, some things I think are really worth keeping, like this gorgeous Mickey Mouse sitting on, like, some film reels I've had for, like, a really long time. I don't even know where he originally came from, if he was originally mine, but he is mine now, and he's been mine for a long time. It's beautiful. I love Mickey Mouse. Obviously, I love movies, so it feels like it was, like, meant to be mine, right? Beautiful thing that I, like, want to have forever. Something that, like, I probably won't have forever, but I have now, and I need it now, is this pink duck. Got this duck. this duck is like, "Oh, well, like, at my old job where I, had lots of good friends and good memories, some bad memories too, but good memories, ducks were a thing, and we got this rubber duck, and I brought it with me from California, and now it sits on my desk." And there's things like I dropped it. I'll fix that later. There's things like that where, like, sort of sweet, but then over time, it's like, "Why do I still have this?" Like, I have other things from that job in that time period that remind me of happy memories and good things too. Like, I have, somewhere up there, like, is my, like, paperweight that I got, like, from Sphere. Like, that is, like, a special thing versus, like, a random rubber duck probably from Amazon. But I can know that, but not feel that, if that makes sense. And I'm really rambling, I'm sorry. We get to the museums, finally, the very end of the month. I went with my mom and my dad. My sister was invited, but she was busy, to the Met to see the Divine Egypt exhibit, which was phenomenal. This guy was annoying, like, in my video when I tried to approach. Like, it kind of looked epic, but I also was like, "Why are you in my frame?" But it was just, like, incredible to see these really old, beautiful art pieces and, religious iconography for, like, the ancient Egyptians. I mean, some of the art was from potentially, like, 3,300 BC. I mean, that's like 5,000 over 5,000 like, 5,000 years ago. I mean, I can't even like, I can't imagine that, and the fact that I'm seeing something that someone worked on so long ago, and how many people have, like, looked at this as well. I mean, there was one piece that was actually a mirror, and do I have it on my phone, or did I have it on my other camera? I guess it was my other camera, but oh, wait, no. Look, like, this is, like, an old mirror. Like, how many people have looked in that mirror? And then my dad was like, "Well, considering this was made," it says, like, it's like a funeral, like, it was buried, like, probably not that many. I'm like, "Well, someone did." Like, people have, and then when it was excavated, people looked at it, and it's been, like, in museums and going around. So, like, he's kind of a buzzkill, I guess. But, like, so many people have looked, like, at themselves in that mirror and just, like, in general art, and it's that, like, wonderful feeling about, like, we're humans and, like, there's, like, main character syndrome, and you're like, "Oh, my life, blah, blah, blah." But then there's, like, the whole tapestry of, like, humanity and the world, and we're all just, like, singular thread that has our space and our time to be, but we're all part of something so much bigger than ourselves. It's just like, oh my god, like, just incredible. If you can get to the Met to see this exhibit, I highly recommend because it's beautiful. And, yeah, it's like, I have no words, honestly. And because we were feeling an Egyptian mood, then we did also go to the Temple of Dendor, and the lighting was just really pretty in that space. That's also where I did my video yesterday that came up with my little fit check, and someone commented, "It's kinda alright." You know what? It's kinda alright to you. I liked it. Okay, I thought I was slaying, and that's the important part because I was wearing it. And I paid for, I think, everything in the outfit pretty much. Like, I bought that or got no, I think I bought most of it or whatever, so I was happy to wear it, okay? And then we also went to the Frick, and you can only take pictures in one room, the kind of the courtyard, so I have the one room picture. But we went to the Frick because my dad hadn't been, and also because they had an exhibit about, like, artifacts or pieces from the Holy Sepulchre because 'cause they're like, renovating that, um, and that's, like, the ancient area where, like, Jesus was crucified. So it's like a very holy spot, and there was some incredible pieces. If you're like secular, obviously, or looking at it from a secular view, like it's still amazing. I am Catholic, so I was like really moved by the pieces for the altar, like the monstrance holders, all this stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, like the vestments. It was all really beautiful. And I was like imagining if I was in a mass with these pieces or praying with these pieces. But even if you're like not religious or you're religious but not Christian, even like you are still going to be impressed by the mastery of the metalwork, how beautiful everything is. So I do also recommend, but it is, I think, I don't know how long it's at the Frick. So I'm not sure, but it was really impressive. Um, I was like, well, this is crazy stuff. And I can't even imagine how heavy some of these pieces were. So I was living it up. Okay, it was a good time. I just was tired, okay, at the end of the day. And I'm a little tired now, though I haven't knock on wood, I haven't yawned recently, though now that I said that, I'm sure I'm about to yawn. But, it is the end of a 4-day weekend, so I'm like, "Ugh." I'm gonna have work tomorrow, and I have to, like, re-get back in the groove of things. And today I just did that by seeing Wicked. This was so funny. So me and my sister and her boyfriend went to see Wicked, and we got a photo afterwards, and we're holding an AMC blanket because we went to see it in Dolby at the AMC in Clifton, and the Dolby theater alone had no heat. So they gave out blankets because everyone's like, we paid for Dolby. I have a list. Okay. But like other people, paying for Dolby, the Dolby experience, why is it freezing in the theater? Why is the heat only out in the Dolby theater? Like it's not like the heat everywhere was gone. Just Dolby. There was this nice little sign. But like we had the tickets, so we weren't gonna be like, bye, never mind. Overall, still a really good movie. I enjoyed it. I just was like, bruh. Oh, also yesterday I saw Zootopia 2, which was fun. Wicked was better, but I did like Zootopia 2. And now I'm gonna go rinse out this water and be sad that maybe I was drinking from a moldy, dirty cup. I'm hoping it's dirt, and not mold. So we'll see, but I haven't died yet. And I did drink about of that yesterday, so also, I forgot to say this at the beginning, but, thanks for watching. I've been seeing you guys watching. I forgot to tell you guys to chat in the chat if you wish to. So if you weren't chatting because I didn't say so, I apologize, but I also understand. And if you wanna say anything, you can always comment, and I will do my best to get back to you. Thanks so much for watching. More videos to come when I am alive and functioning and the room is clean, which will be eventually. And of course, shorts coming pretty much almost every day. So yeah, I hope you guys are hanging in there. It's been a crazy, crazy year thus far, and December I'm sure will be the same level, but resist just, succumbing to doomerism. That's for myself as well as you guys. And I am now going to exit before I just say useless words. Bye, and thanks so much.